What's going on, people?
What's up?
Yo, what's up?
We back again, motherfucking Squadcast.
Squad.
Squizzy Quad.
Exactly, it's the Unfamous Podcast with your boy Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City.
First 48.
Just Kia.
So cool.
Penny Hardaway.
And we got Oz over there, Mr. Unreal Fiction. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm making sure the audio's good.
Oh, okay. Whatever works
Like
for you.
somebody uncle.
You really do.
Hey, put that thing do that.
Exactly.
Hey, get that old young to the old
Grandma
boy.
Pearl.
What y'all over there? Drinking dope?
Y'all just smoking that weed.
Back in my day, we just had
Not
that
the
simple
tweed.
shit.
You be like, you live to fight another day.
You like, what the fuck is
Just
this
a slice of
about?
cheese with the corners cut off.
You like, what the fuck? Let's hit Jack.
Like, yeah, Jack, turkey sucker.
Motherfucker!
Like, let me tell you something, Jack.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something, Yucca.
Like, damn, uncle.
Okay.
Y'all were talking.
Okay, so how was everybody's week? Oh, and shout out to Ajay. He ain't here right now, but he's at home.
We love
recovering.
you.
Shout out to
you, bro.
Shout
out to Jack.
I know he's good to go. I don't want to put all his business out
Yeah,
there, but he's good to go.
Yeah.
So go ahead, man. How you week been, man?
My week's been very productive.
What's up?
Had a interview
Mm-hmm.
on a Tuesday.
Okay.
About this new opportunity, allow me to travel all over the place,
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that, and got some financial things kind of getting straight up, and tabs working and everything. So
That's what's up. Congrats.
coming together. Other than that, it's been a good week.
That's what's up, man.
We know, same boring life, but it's coming together. Hopefully, next paycheck will be, good size so I can pay rent. We live free. We living free for our money.
Yeah.
Kia?
My week has been, it's been an interesting mix. I started my new team position at work, so I've been training for that. That was interesting. I like doing different things though, so I always love that. Working out, studying, getting all that done. Actually had a small incident with my trainer. She tried to make it seem like it was difficult to pronounce my name. So I had to I can't say her real name, but I had to let her know, I don't have a nickname and you gonna learn this name because it's not hard. It's spelled phonetically correct. You ain't had hooked on phonics growing up, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Was she?
Of course she was.
Okay.
I'm
sure she baptized.
Shut up.
No. But also, she's sweet. It's just one of those YP moments. So it'd be like that.
So she was like AA Ron and shit.
Remember
that?
Wapo, man.
Remember that skit? AA
Yes.
Ron.
Yeah.
Because she was like, Takia, I gotta work on my inflection. I'm like, why are you even doing that? That's not even how people pronounce names in general. What do you...
You're making more than it needs.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be. Is it the apostrophe? I don't understand.
That's what she said.
She did. At first she said Takai, and I was like, you can't get Takai out of that. You can't. I don't see...
There's no Y or I.
I don't get it. But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? She's still sweet. She gonna pronounce this black ass name today. That's what she gonna do. So yeah, outside of that, personal life is meh.
Man.
Meh.
No, nothing great.
Nah.
Damn.
No crazy ass dates in there? Everything.
I haven't had time.
You ain't got your back blown out lately? What's up?
I haven't.
Damn. That's what the men came from. That's usually where it comes from.
Partially. Not fully, but partially.
That's about 40%.
Maybe.
She's like,
Maybe. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
Bike.
It's all good.
It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fella, whoever you are, get on your shit, okay?
That's okay. I'm going to see my mama this weekend, so we'll see what's popping in some other cities.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Terrell?
He's surreal.
Yeah, I see. You wild today. Joe, laid on us, champ. What's up?
What's going on?
Joe, cool.
Had a good week. It was an interesting week. I'm gonna teach my baby to teach those devils.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey! Teach baby devils! Hey!
Like Goo Goo Gaga.
got Google.
Devil.
Damn. Gonna have confidence.
What's crazy is
Early and often.
What's crazy is babies don't even talk that.
Early and
Y'all know, but he gonna translation like, yo, y'all gonna learn today.
When you see him go like that, that's when you know it's real, bro.
So it was an interesting week. I mean, you know, seeing his schedule, figuring out the schedule, getting out of the hospital, which was always a feat, because hospitals are like, you know, they do like 2 good things, and then they try to do 8 fuckery things. You know? Hospitals are like, you know, you appreciate the good that they do from time to time, but you have to be wary of the fuckery. You know, be wary of the bill. Not that if you have insurance, you're good, but they try sometimes to offer you services that are not necessary. So, and sometimes dangerous. And I felt like the nurses. See, I don't want any of my children in nursery. Period. What I found was I never saw nurses change so many diapers in my life. Every time I saw my son, they wanted to change that diaper.
Really?
Well, we're blessed, and that's the men. So they were looking at.
Whoa.
And he's uncircumcised. So I felt. No, I'm being dead serious.
I just didn't know that's where that was going.
I'm being dead. I know that's why I said. I mean, that's serious. They congregated around.
So he just they out here really looking like, what? How that possible?
I said, get my son out of here.
Already?
My son, no, that is a natural.
Look, already they on him. Already. I don't know. He gonna be a problem.
So that's a little joke, but you know,
they want a little joke to them.
No, they wanted to offer him phototherapy. That's what they offer for jaundice, but no one knows about phototherapy. They, you know, it's a Billy light, blue light. They shine down, and they put like these blinders on.
Isn't the cure for jaundice just sunlight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But you know, I had to tell them. They tried to offer us phototherapy. Had a extra day in the hospital. So I said no. I know you got the numbers. You got to do your research. You know, the number basically is 15. He was at 12.9. They tried to say that was a new number.
What's the number mean?
Basically, it's the Billy Rubin number. Like they basically saying like a lot of babies, especially babies born before the 38th week, which my son was born at 37 weeks. They have high Billy Rubin numbers. Doesn't mean they have jaundice. But he had no symptoms for it, and basically wanted the number. The first day after they're born, they test them, and he wanted to be between 3 and 5 TCB, which is the Billy Rubin number, the count in your blood.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the liver is not mature enough to handle the breakdown of the Billy Rubin protein, so that's going to be high in the baby's blood until they get sunlight, rest, and then more maturity, and then it goes down naturally with sunlight. But I told him like, he's not in any sunlight. He's in unnatural light for 3 days. What do you expect him to be? And then you're stressing him out because I don't know how you rest in the hospital because every 1 hour they're coming in for either Keisha or the baby. Like, what the hell is this? Right? But then I talked to my cousin who's a supervisor of Blue Cross Blue Shield who was a neonatal nurse for 40 years. And then she said, well, I said, how much is the phototherapy? Like, how much do they bill your insurance? They bill your insurance for 24 hours of therapy, $30,000.
Fuck damn.
So that's why they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. I mean, cesareans are like $20,000 to $30,000 by itself. The 3-day hospital stay, if you ever read the special report, is about $80,000.
My friend that just had a baby, she still hasn't gotten an expense report yet.
Yeah.
She's been requesting one since she got out of the hospital. She still hasn't gotten it.
Everything
the baby's about to be a year.
Every little pill they offer you, every tab they put into like every part of your IV, every needle is
it's money.
Everything. If you ever look at the itemized bill that they bill the insurance company for,
and that's just the hospital. That's not the doctors.
Yeah. Just that, and then the surgery, right? And at times, so I mean, luckily you have insurance, but it's just funny how much they charge and what they offer. So, other than that, it's been great. Everyone came out of everything very well, and I feel blessed that that's the case. So it was cool. It was a cool week. Everything kind of came full circle. So it was good.
That's what's up. Congratulations again. Congrats.
Baby Nesbitt.
My week's been cool. We finally got a little bit of money. That was great.
We got some money.
So what I've been doing is looking at apartments.
You was in Onyx?
Nah. I wasn't in Onyx. That's on the next check.
He was in
But on this one,
Club
I was looking at been looking at apartments and shit. You
just
know,
open back up.
trying to plan my next move as far as actually literally moving. You know,
Yeah.
I got shit in stores but I come to realize how expensive it's gotten in Charlotte. Like, it's
it's crazy.
crazy. Like,
That's on purpose.
yeah.
Price out the people they don't want here.
Because I remember it was an apartment I used to stay in called the Timbers back in the day.
I know what that's at.
Yeah, right on. It's off of Eastway and Kilbourne, I think. When I stayed there, this was mid 2000, 2005 to 2007. My rent started off at $485, and by the time I left there, it was a little over it was like maybe $520 for a 1-bedroom, nice size apartment. Now it's called Magnolia Hills. Magnolia Hills, no, Magnolia Hills Estates. Magnolia Hill Estates.
Oh, when they
no
put
fucking
estates
house.
on it, it's a
Yeah,
real rap.
you know
You know what I'm saying?
Same fucking apartment, but because they put estates on it, that shit at bare minimum probably like $875 for that might be a studio here with like barely closet space. So like $875. You know what I'm saying? On up, starting off at $875.
I forgot what they call it, but it's an apartment off of South Boulevard, like down there by where the Migos stay at, like on the other side of South Boulevard. Yeah, man, that's what we call them back home, the Migos.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the rappers. But yeah, I think they went up on hers maybe like $75, and she was like, "Listen, y'all ain't even got no new appliances in here. What are you charging me for? What? Nah."
So it came this whole looking for apartments. Like I've been talking to Sean about it for years. You know about me looking for spots, and he'd be like, "Bro, just come on down to Rock Hill."
I was just about to tell you that, bro.
Yeah,
Come
he
on
been
down.
telling me that.
Come on
But
down.
I just been. But it's sad that because I remember when Charlotte was affordable, like years ago, and it's like. There's been so much gentrification and them putting all these townhomes and condos. It done drove the property value up so high that it's hard for the average working man.
Yeah.
The average working man used to live in Charlotte and pay decent rent and still be able to enjoy life. Now it's like...
I think I remember there being a topic around this, I think during the mayoral elections where they were talking about the cost of living and how people that work in the
it's almost
city
like
can't
supposed to
live
be like
anymore.
this.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like this. It's like it's almost like you have to have a roommate in order to survive. And it was never like this in Charlotte. I never imagined... A lot of people came to Charlotte from other states because it was so affordable.
Right.
Now they come down here like, fuck, like, this shit damn near almost like where I just came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what was the point of coming down here? The cost of living is slowly catching up to how it is where a lot of people come from. It's just...
I get like that.
It was just an eye-opener for me to do, you know, just looking at apartments and seeing how expensive it is in Charlotte and how much the property value raised, but salaries and wages haven't raised that much. So it's like, it's forcing the average person to like go outside of Charlotte just to find a, you know, good place to live and pay affordable rent just to maintain a living. And it just opened my eyes to a lot of that. But besides that, you know, now I'm at the point like I got a family member who, you know, he want to, you know, do a little joint venture and roommate and shit. And I'm like, I kind of want to do it, but I kind of want my own shit. But it's kind of like I need to save this money, so it's like, you know, that's kind of what it's put me at in this, like, you know, choices, whatever. But that's my week, though. What you got going on, Osmondo?
Mundo.
As you know, I was waiting. I didn't say it this time. The quiet storm. Anyway, recently, well, you know, just been doing a lot of maintenance on my car, just fixing things. Got a couple computers. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, yeah.
Got a couple computers I'm fixing for people up this next coming weeks.
Got that side hustle.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
You know, just trying to save this money because we don't know if this government about to shut down again. So.
Again.
Round 2.
Fight.
Continue.
I know.
Recent tweets where you're like,
I was just about to play it too.
it's like we were able to turn back the first 2 caravans, but this caravan is the largest that we've ever seen, and without the wall, we can't stop.
I don't mean to get off subject, but your boy Trump Wilder talking about motherfuckers getting tied up and duct taped and shit. Like, hey, they raping chicks and tying them up and shit at the border.
So
I'm
awful.
like, yo.
Oh, you mean Border Patrol? Oh, okay.
You mean he wasn't watching? I'm sure he wasn't watching like some porno or some shit.
The people who doing that, those aren't the people trying to get here. Those are the ones who are considered citizens that are already here. Yeah. They tying up the illegal immigrants. Let's be clear.
That, but whatever, go ahead.
Yeah, but other than that, nothing much.
That's how we feeling right now.
Yeah, other than that though, nothing much. You know, it's good. I'm good.
That's it. Yeah. Well, my week was it was pretty dope. Again, you know, with the government opening back up, so you know, me and T was actually able to go do some shit. Went to Apostrophe Friday night to it's like an open mic. It was dope as shit. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the people that were there. Shout out to Daniel, Connie, and all of them. Especially for the plug, you know what I'm saying? They gave us a nice little shout out, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. We got a couple of people that are definitely interested on being on the podcast, so that's cool. The performances was good. I mean, one of them was kind of like, it was kind of off the, you know, it's like, kind of weird, but.
Which one was that?
Ha! You funny. But, it's none that I have a video of, let's put it that way. But, it was dope. Let's see, I mean, we had some good food earlier that day. It was a good vibe. So other than that, you know, my week has been pretty good, at least up until yesterday. And, you know, it was all right. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, we're going to start with our first little
segue.
Yeah, we're going to segue into that. And the topic of the for this quick little moment is people who somehow got you fucked up at your job. Like, they really don't know who you really are.
Yep.
But so they do. Yeah, they take the work you and try to say that's like the outside work you, or you know what I'm saying? Like they think they really know what it is, so they feel like sometimes they can talk to you a certain type of way, or they can do certain type of things. And then every blue moon, you have to go ahead and take them back down and peg it to it and let them know, hey, you do know I will fuck you up.
Take them down 79th Street.
Damn, G. Not 79th.
79th.
You wow.
79 and 27.
Nah, you know what?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
We'll drop down Lejeune real quick.
Oh, listen, bro.
Exactly.
Right down to Sugar Creek real quick.
Ain't nobody going to Sugar Creek, bro. That's wild over there.
But they don't even fix the roads over there.
Exactly. So, I mean...
62nd and 12th Ave?
Yeah, I do.
Y'all want to go there?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
So, what I was going to do, I was going to allow everybody to at least have one time, and again, y'all don't have to put no names and shit like that. Just, you know, a quick little story of a time that somebody basically got you fucked up at work. Like, they really tried you.
I'm going to go ahead and start that off.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Okay. So,
let's go.
I don't care about their names or not.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to call them out, but if you listen to him, you know what? I don't even curse at that, so I'm not going to say what's on my mind. But anyway, you know, I'm at work. You know, I gotta use the bathroom. You know, BG's is real. Oh, so you know, I go to the bathroom and you know, I come back and say, "Oh, you've been gone for 20 minutes." I'm like, I know I ain't been gone for that long, but I'm like, all right, whatever. So they send me, you know, to the checkpoint. You know, I go back to my checkpoint that I got sent away from, and I was told to stay, you know, because that checkpoint don't need you no more. So, all right, cool. Towards the end of the day, this particular supervisor want to call while I'm at this particular spot. And like, oh, you supposed to go to this checkpoint. Why didn't you go? Oh, you trying to, you know, do something. You going to end up getting in big trouble, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I get back to the checkpoint that I'm at, and she's there. She's like, "Oh, I need you to write me 2 statements why you went to the bathroom and why you didn't go to, you know, to that checkpoint." So I'm like, I'll write the statement about, you know, why I didn't go to the checkpoint, but I'm not gonna write a statement why I didn't go to the bathroom. But I need you to write a statement, go to blah blah blah. I'm the supervisor, this and that. And hand him four statement sheets, because you know he gonna mess up.
Oh. Damn.
Oh. Oh.
What they trying to say?
When you do side remarks like that, it's
I
no longer
said,
professional. You just open the door.
Yes. Listen. When that door was open, I was like, okay, hand me 2. If you hand me 2 more, I'm throwing them away. No, you're gonna take 4. So I told the lead, I said, bro, hand me 2. Don't hand me 4. So he handed me 2. So I was like, as I walked away to start to write the statement, I was like, you know what? After this, I ain't writing this. Oh, I need you to write that statement, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay. I wrote my name. Oh, I wrote, I went to the bathroom. And I handed it to her. She's like, that's not a complete statement. I'm like, yo, listen, it's a complete statement today. I need you to write the time, the day, what bathroom, this and that. You know, explicit. So I'm like, listen, either you're gonna take this paper or I'm gonna throw it away. Either you're gonna take this or I'm gonna throw it away. Cause at this point you get on my damn nerves. Oh, who do you think you're talking to? I'm talking to you. You always coming out your damn mouth. Like, you don't know how to talk to people. So, you gonna take it or not? So, I freaking put it on the damn table and I walked away. She keep on talking. I'm like, yeah, whatever. She said, oh, I'm about to, email this person. You do whatever you want to do. Because at this point, I don't care. It's 15 minutes till I'm going home. So, I said, I'll get back with you about that other statement. But I ain't ready to jump. What I'm ready for? The supervisors over there want to be hoes and jump. Oh, I'm just making sure, he was where he needed to be, even though we didn't need him or not. Really, bro? You gonna really call down there for that? So, that's how that went. So, I had to tell her, I got my damn face, man.
Oh. Well, when was this?
Like last week. Last week.
I wouldn't be asking nobody to write nothing, not during the shutdown.
During the shutdown. All it is. I'm talking, yo, listen. They sent the email to like managers, whole bunch of supervisors. Everybody come up to me, oh damn, what happened? What happened to you in this? I'm like, man, I don't care nothing about that. So I go to speak to the manager, and I'm telling her, yo, listen, I don't know what the hell's going on that day. Everybody was acting like hoes. Like, I'm like, I just want to use the bathroom. So I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. I wasn't worried about it.
What are you talking about?
Thank you. I wasn't worried about it. I ain't lose an ounce of sleep.
I never seen Terrell so mad. Like, I was on the bus after this whole incident. He was going off.
Y'all lucky I ain't robbing this goddamn
exactly.
Y'all leave me alone.
That nigga probably was like, yeah, bro, fuck that shit, bro.
You about to turn into a real going on.
Yo, listen, bro. When I said I tried so hard not to, bro. Like lately, like that edge is just, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you ain't getting paid too.
Exactly.
Like, don't try me right now. It's not the right time.
It's not the right time to be doing some.
I got other shit on my mind. Don't bring.
I had a whole bunch of junk on my mind. The car, my rent, food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
but that goes into being a good leader. Like, you gotta understand, like, it's never just business when you're dealing with people. You gotta know how to manage their situations.
Yeah. What if I was throwing up?
What
if I was really in hurling, bro?
Yeah.
Don't. All I can say is this: if you listen to this,
shit.
Don't come at me sideways. Because, you got so many strikes of me just, smiling. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. You got so many times for me doing it. After that,
I mean, they got.
Hey, Joe, you ain't shit. Joe ain't shit.
It's an undisclosed number,
I like that answer.
But they towards the end of their rope.
Whoever you always said you at the end of your rope. That rope is cut off, burnt off.
Like, you got initials on that?
RB, yes. Running back, yes. Everybody know who RB is.
Yo, you do know who it is, but yeah.
I know who it is.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Now don't be like Kyle when they tell you like, really, who is that?
Yeah, please don't.
That's a whole nother
story. That's another story.
Kyle worked with Sean.
He like,
Sean.
What's Sean?
Sean Wrestler.
And then when he tries to explain something, he's like, that black guy.
Nah, see, this is what he does.
And this is a coworker of ours. He act like he don't know nobody, kid.
This is what he does. Because I was like, yeah, yo, we about to go to Joe's crib for something. He's like, Joe. I'm like, bro, you been to Joe's crib. He's been. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He like, oh, you talking about Joe Nesbitt? Like, that's a Joe that we know. How many Joes do you know, bro?
Amazingly, like 2 Joes. Right. Shout out to Kai, man.
He know that kid. Like,
that nigga funny, bro.
All right, Kiel, what's up? Because I know you got one. You itching.
Who came for you, Kiel?
So I used to work at a restaurant. Who hasn't, right? In college, and I stayed telling these managers all because I felt like they were always out of line and unprofessional, and it was my job to check their asses. Like I didn't need the job, but that wasn't the point. The point was you gonna respect me. So this particular time, I really did not want to come into work. Like, I was looking for a reason not to work. There was a baby shower going on in the back. I wanted to go get the free meatballs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to be there. It was a Wednesday. So I came in. They had they always had new rules for like cleaning up and closing down the restaurant and stuff like that. In this particular situation, we had a table that all of the servers would sit, eat at, congregate, all that kind of stuff. And we had an issue with people keeping the table clean. So they incited a rule where basically they were like, you know, whoever's the closers, they have to check everybody's section. Whatever they don't catch or whatever isn't clean at the end of the night, you have to clean it. And I had already said prior to them even making this a rule, I don't mind cleaning the community table because I eat there. But what I will not do is clean someone else's section because I didn't make money off those tables. I don't do that. I don't work for free. Y'all just got sued for that shit.
I wish I could say the same, but
so
get prated, so.
I didn't play with them. I told them one day. I called OSHA on their asses one day. I was dead ass. They had me fucked up.
Wow.
So and I like that manager, but he had to catch it too. So let me just say the GM was the one that made the rule. I had already told him I wasn't gonna do that, you know, because it's not my job to check these servers out. It's your job. You cash them out. You take the money. You're supposed to make sure their section is good before you leave. That's the part of your responsibility. It's not mine. So he was like, well, it's not going to be that bad. I said, okay, I'm just letting you know. So it came in this day. He had another manager take me to the side. He read the rules. So me and that manager was cool. You know, he was black. He was new. So I'm listening. I'm like, okay, thank you. You finished? He was like, yeah. I said, all right. I'm going to go holler at the GM right quick. So I went in there, kind of closed the door. I said, I just want you to know, moving forward, I'm not going to be doing that. Like, I'm not cleaning up after other people. He decides to call the other manager in. Like, that's supposed to scare me or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to do. Like, I had already told the regional director off by this time. I didn't care. So he was like, well, it's a part of your job description. So either you're going to do it or you're going to have to get written up for insubordination. I said, well, please point it out because I read the handbook front to back and it does not say that I clean up after other people, especially not for $2.25 an hour. That's slavery. It's illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he goes, well, I'm enacting that rule as the GM here. I can enact that rule. I said, you can enact whatever rule you feel you want to, but I'm letting you know that that's your job, and I'm not going to take responsibility for a job that you don't want to do. You're supposed to do that. You check them out. And I just don't think that's fair. This man had the audacity to turn around to me and say, well, I don't pay you to think. Who the fuck?
Whoa.
I think he forgot who the fuck I was when he said that. Like, I think that's what happened. I think he was feeling himself. He had the new manager. He wanted to show off. You got me fucked up. That's what happened. You got me fucked up. I said, well, to be very clear, the same person that signs your check signs mine, so you don't pay me a goddamn thing. And if you didn't want somebody that thought, you shouldn't have hired someone with a college degree. I said, but while we on the subject, since you want to be real, let's be clear. The reason why these people don't clean their tables is because your ass is lazy. You sit your lazy ass in the back and let people walk the fuck out with money without doing what they're supposed to do. But you want me to pick up your slack? I won't. You want to know why this restaurant is going into the ground? Because you slack. And leadership reflects attitude. Get your shit together.
Jesus. Damn. She taught that.
I can almost hear the crickets. I can almost hear the crickets after she said that.
So he was like, Patrick. Oh, damn. Sorry, Patrick.
I'm going to name.
He looked back at the other manager. He was like, can you believe this? I'm going to write her up. I said, yeah, get the paper. Get the paper. Write me up. You can go ahead and sign it. He can be a witness. And I don't have to come in tomorrow either. What's up? I knew I needed a job, y'all. Let's be clear. I needed a job.
You know what's so funny? When they try to threaten you with the, I'm going to write you up.
I'm like, what you do? I don't care what you do. Like, at this point, you disrespected me. So now we on a whole nother level. So he was like, well, you don't have to clock in today. I said, don't worry. I haven't. Mm-hmm. I didn't bring my apron in. I didn't plan on working today. Now I'm about to go in the back and eat some damn meatballs. What you talking about?
Yeah.
So I just walked out. I went to the back. He was like, I need to talk to you. I said, I'm not on your clock, so I don't have to come talk to you. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. Well, you need to come in and talk about we ain't got to talk about my job. Mm-hmm. Either I got a job or I don't. Now let me know before I waste my gas. Fuck you thought this was.
Damn. Did you have a job?
Hell yeah, because A, he wanted to fuck, and B, I was a damn good
God
woman.
Damn, word?
He was a typical white dude, never really had a black girl, but always wanted one.
So he figured he'd try you.
He never tried me. He wasn't that crazy.
Oh, you know that nigga got turned on from all that shit.
I'm sure he did. That's why I got away with it.
He probably was in the back like, oh my God.
They used to call me his work wife because I was the only one that could curse him out, and he would not fire me. He would not send me home.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He would not fire me. He used to be wrong, dog. Like I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you're not gonna do that. No.
Oh man. My pecker's so hard right now.
And I had really good work ethic. That's important too. I was a bomb ass worker. I was one of the top servers.
One thing I learned about any job, you can get away with a lot of shit as long as you do your job.
Hell yeah.
You can get away with a lot. If you a lazy motherfucker gonna do your job,
they let your ass go.
You have no leeway to fuck up. Right.
You know what? I don't know about that.
It depends on if they know somebody. If they know people,
that's true too. Yeah.
You know, a lot of lazy motherfuckers, they get around so long because they know somebody upper management who they know
yeah.
Might sell them some weed on the side. You know,
probably suck somebody's dick.
But that was the last real run-in we had. After that, we didn't have any more issues after that. I think he finally understood that I wasn't to be fucked with. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's cool.
I miss cursing him out. It used to be fun.
I'm pretty sure he missed you cursing him out too.
Oh, yeah.
Probably so.
You probably fantasizing about that shit.
He'll be alright.
It's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
He goes home.
Oh God.
His son only gets black girls. I think.
Oh man. So those, what do they call those? Yeeks? Oh my God.
She cursed me out. She didn't even use that. What do they call that? Ebonics?
Oh God.
That's what you got to do when you're talking to your white people. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
So they won't understand what you're saying.
No, they just want to write you off as unintelligent.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I'm just multilingual. Mind your mouth.
Ooh, mind your mouth. All right, Joe. Look. You got one story because I know you got links.
We're probably going through the list, but which story do I want to
I got 12 jobs to choose from. Many years of experience.
God damn.
All right, I'm gonna go with teaching. I think that's
that'll be dope.
It's the most succinct because you already know the job we work. So.
Yeah, we already know that.
Enough of those kind of stories. Right?
Oh yeah. Shit.
All right. So as a school teacher in New York City. You get year-end reviews, right? Mm-hmm. So I had an assistant principal, young black male like myself. Now my mother told me this a long time ago when I was at an all-white district, a mostly white school district, and I wanted to go to my district I grew up in. She was like, "Oh, you want to go to your district you grew up in? Oh, if they want you there." So I thought that was strange, right? You would think they want you there, right? Apparently not. Not as much as you would think, right? So, as the mother of my two oldest daughters, I met her at the school. We started seeing each other. But apparently the new assistant principal liked her as well, right? And so he's the new assistant principal. We had already been there 2 years by that time. So he's like, kind of like funny style the whole year. So now this is like June. So she's telling me things he's telling me. Like she's telling me, yo, I heard Mr. Nesbitt has 5 baby mothers.
What?
And I'm like, because one of my students told him that. I was like, he let a 11-year-old Ramik, I remember his name, tell him I have 5 baby mothers.
No names in these stories?
I feel like there's a lot of Ramiks in the area.
It's Fort Greene, Brooklyn. There's about 5 in So
they all live in the same
either way, he wouldn't care this stuff. He knows the stuff. So I'm like, so he tried to give me unsatisfactory for the year. Right? Okay. He tried to say that I was going to control a student, not the class, a student in my class. Yeah. But he had just come to my class saying that I'm the only teacher that took, because how I don't know how they have it in this state, not the states, but instead of A, B, C, and D, and F, it was like 1 through 4. So I had a whole, like one is like the whole class of Fs. So I took Fs to 4, which is like an A. So I took like The whole class.
So you brought him up. Yeah.
Brought him up like 2 levels, which did not happen, right?
Yeah.
He just commented to me on that. Then he tried to give me an unsatisfactory for the year. So I go to the principal, right? So I call my then girlfriend in to tell, so she could tell the principal what she told me. He told her. She says, I don't remember, right? So he's like, she said she didn't remember. I was like, not remembering and him not saying it, 2 different things, right? So what happened after that was, I was like, either way, how am I getting a U because I can't control, or you think I can't control one student during like an observation? I was like, Laquan's a crackhead. A crack baby. So he was like, wow. He was like, Mr. Mr. Nesbitt. This is Miss Jones, right? Mr. Nesbitt. Oh my God. I was like, what? You know he's a crack baby. I saw his mother. She's apparently still on it since the 80s.
Shit. That's wild.
Damn. That's wild.
So you're wild as fuck, yo.
You know you're a crack baby.
I didn't know. Come on now.
Damn, Joe Brown.
You know about crack babies.
You know.
That's Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown. He got that shit from you, G.
See him.
Nah, he sound like Judge Mather. I know a crack baby when I see one.
I said, you know what a crack baby is, right? That's a crack baby. He runs fast. That's true. But I'm gonna leave that one alone. Alright, so basically
that comment talking there.
Yeah, that's a comment.
He runs fast, he talks slow.
So basically, yeah, so make a long story short. Make a very long story short. So this is June, right? So we talk about it. So they changed it to a satisfactory for the year, right? Then we work the summer, and he's working the summer school with me, but it's like still a little bit like I don't like his style. I don't like what you gonna go to my girl talking about, telling her lies like she ain't gonna tell me what you said. Long story short, at the end of summer school in August, he dies of an asthma attack. Like
Jesus.
And he's only I might have been something. I was 27, so he was 32 or something like that.
Dang.
Young dude. But we went to the funeral and all that. But the pettiness in me. I wasn't really that upset.
Oh, Joe.
I mean, you know what Jadakiss album? Remember when Trick Daddy came out? When I'm a Thug, the album, and his album came out at the same time.
Kiss of Death?
Yeah. I played that shit all the way to Harlem. And I wasn't upset. I ain't gonna say what else I did. But the moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying, people act like this shit means something. Life is short. Treat people well. You know what I'm saying? Because people act like this shit gonna last forever.
Never know when you're gonna have an.
You know what I'm saying? Relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real. That's why I'm gonna treat people fairly and nicely because it don't fucking matter to me.
Yeah. Right.
You're gonna make your money no matter what. You don't gotta treat people like shit. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that's kind of what the moral is for me. But yeah. So that was it.
That was a timely story, Joe.
You did good. You know what? Good job, Joe. My man. That's that collar.
I might get shot at it. Let's see. Time somebody had me fucked up. Okay. All right. Well, so this is before TSA. I was still at the airport. I was working at duty free, and I was pretty much the same way, laid back, cracking jokes, shit like that. I worked around a multitude of people with different ethnicities. I worked around Africans. I worked around white people. I learned a lot working there, actually I worked around some Russian, Turkish.
Oh man, I love.
Yeah, they was born in Russia, but they identify as Turkish.
They give no fucks.
Weird. Ain't y'all Russian? Ain't y'all Turkish or Russian or something?
Shut your stupid ass up.
I was joking with it. But anyway.
Fucking stupid.
So it was an older white lady. I could tell she had not really been around a lot of black people like that. From talking to her. So it was one day I was like out on a smoke break, and I was out there smoking, and she happened to be out there smoking at the same time, and she was at a bench right next to mine, and I'm smoking right next to another young lady, a passenger. I didn't know I never seen her or anything right there. So it's the middle of the summer, hot as fuck outside. I got on a short sleeve shirt and this, that, and the third, and I'm out in the sun smoking, and she in the shade part, like it's like an overhead, and you know what I'm saying.
Trying not to get skin cancer.
Well, at least know what I'm about to say. So I'm out there and smoking under the sun, chilling, minding my business. She smoking in her shade, chilling, minding her business. She gonna try to tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be out there smoking. You know, you might want to come in the shade." But the bench was full though. That's why they go over there. You know.
Well, who said this? The coworker or
the coworker?
Okay.
The coworker who's sitting in the bench next to me. She looks at me and said, "Josh, you probably don't need to be smoking out there because you'll get skin cancer or you sunburn or something like that." So I'm jokingly like,
Oh, yeah, right.
"That's what I got melanin. That's what I got melanin for. I got melanin on my skin." She was like, "I don't think it works like that." So me and the black girl next to each other, we looked at each other like,
I love when you
we
have
looked
that
at her
moment.
and we was like,
When you
it
can
does
make
work
it
like that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of looked at each other like in our black moment, like, yeah, it does work like that. That's why we have melanin. And she was like, and we told her like, yeah, that's why we have melanin. I'm like, I'm good. She was like, no, you're gonna get sunburned and this. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I've been out in the sun before. I've never got sunburned. I'm dark skinned. I have melanin. And so the black girl, she started going in on it. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, you know, like basically like you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't know where we come from. Our people come from Africa. Like we dealt with this shit. Like, this is nothing to us. Like, we deal with the sun. And she basically, and the white, like I said, the white lady don't really, you can tell she ain't been around no black people like that. So she kind of backpedaled like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I was just looking out for his safety and all that. And he was like, he already told you he was good. Like, we good. We black. We know how to deal with the sun. We don't need sun. She's like, we don't need no SPF 30 like your white ass. She basically. And I was like, that might be my cue to go. So they still going at it. She kind of going in on a white lady. I'm like,
hold up, Pegasus.
yeah. She was like, you need an SPF 30, honey. We don't need that. We good. We melanated over here. Melanated and X-rated. Well, we didn't get the X-rated part, but
that's
so,
your
So I go back to the job, you know, and she later on she kind of come back and was kind of like trying to apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry, basically like I didn't want to come off as being racist. Is what she was trying to come off as.
I mean, sometimes they don't know they're being racist.
Yeah, and I was like, it's okay. I mean, you didn't know, you know, this, that, and the third. I was like, and I basically had to tell her like, don't try to tell people about themselves who you don't know anything about. Yeah. Let this be a learning lesson to you. Like, you don't know people like you think you do. You've dealt with life through your lens. Don't try to tell people from other regions or people who you don't hang around black people. I know you don't. You don't be around black people. Don't try to tell us how we should be or what we should deal with because you see life through your lens. And that's basically, I just kind of told her a life lesson, like, stop trying to put your whiteness on everything, basically. And that was my moral of the story.
Good job. Proud of you. Oz, what you got?
Nothing.
All right. That works.
I mean, I've had experiences, but nobody's really ever tried me, so.
I can see that.
You're
pretty easy going. No, you're pretty cool. I feel like Oz is so cool. Like, if and or when Oz does flip, it's like.
Then he going
it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, people that are that cool are that cool for a reason.
I mean, I have flipped out, but like, it was like any work related things. You know,
I barely flip out.
Yeah, it's like, I think Terrell understands because like that whole situation that you were dealing with, I would have done the same thing. But at the same time, like, nobody's really ever tried me like that, so.
That person is the only person that ever tries me at work. Only person. No matter what job I'm in.
This is a supervisor?
Yeah.
RB. I'm gonna go back there.
You know it is. We'll talk about it later.
It's a great learning experience though, because when you're working, if you're not working in a place that you own, there is a possibility that it's going to be somebody that really like, you know what I'm saying, like rubs you the wrong way. So it gives you a chance to figure out how to not deal / deal with those people.
At the same time though, my parents always, taught me to like avoid certain situations. So I avoid those situations.
Same here.
I stay away from certain people. Don't deal with certain people. If I see somebody's on one side, I don't go on that side.
Oh my God, I'm the same way. Like even with that junk that happened yesterday, that's all I did.
That was your situation?
Sounds like a segue.
So now the moment of truth.
So I'm not gonna give too much into it because I don't think there's certain things I could probably say anything because a lot of it is kind of work related.
Is under investigation?
No, nothing like that. But I still,
Who's involved?
Me. Terrell was there. A certain supervisor. I ain't gonna put his name out there. But once I started
baggage.
It's baggage. But once I no. I want him to figure this out. He gonna know when I say it because when I tell the story, he gonna know. A couple other people. So it was just a situation where there was something going on, and we didn't know exactly how to handle it. It wasn't nothing crazy, but we were just trying to figure out the best course of action to handle it. We had a lead there, and I'm not gonna lie. While the situation was happening, me and Terrell, we was cutting up a little bit. So, the lead told us, "Hey guys, y'all gotta cut it out." Cool. We chilled. We was done. That was it. Said supervisor now comes over and he's trying to figure out what the situation is. And I'm sitting there just chilling because I don't have nothing to do with these because it's not my problem. It's not my bag. It's nothing like that. I'm just sitting there just observing the situation. But I'm just I'm finding a lot of this shit funny because a lot of it was funny. He had to repeat himself like a million times. Like, hey, this is what the problem is. This is what the problem is. So then this lead, Jay, because Jay's been on the show. So yeah. Shout out to Jay. She said something to the effect of, yo, how many times he got to say this? Because, this person obviously ain't paying attention. And it was funny. I was like, yo, because that shit was funny as fuck. Like, this man had to repeat himself like a million times. Bro, I could hear the fuck out of that. Bad. Horrible at this shit. Man. Yeah.
Is that mic on right there?
Oh, that mic shit. It's the mic right here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
There it is. So, where was I at? Oh, yeah. So, the whole situation gets done with, right? Mind you, like I said, we was laughing. Like, I was laughing. I ain't say shit. I was laughing. Like, I found it funny. He now says, hey, mind you, I've known this man for years. He knows my personality. He knows I'm the type, I like to joke about certain things. Yeah. That's just me. I like to joke.
I thought it was gonna end up like, yeah, all right, bro. Just end it off cool. But.
Yeah. So he says, hey, guys, I got to be more professional and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So me, in my joking way, I was like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And, I'm joking. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm smiling like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, I'm joking. Nah, you should give a fuck at this. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, all right, man. So then this is what he says. Like, he like, oh, I'm disappointed. That ain't the real you. You gotta cut that out. That ain't you. I really know you. I know the real you. I'm like, okay, so tell me about me since you know the real me. I'm like, I'm looking, like the whole time, I'm like, bro, like, yo, what are you doing? Mind you, Joe, I'm telling this man, yo, let's not do this over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're having some type of dispute or some shit like that, I don't want to do this in front of everybody because I'm like, yo, dude, you're trying to sun me in front of everybody. Yeah. We're not going to do that. If we have a problem, let's go talk over it to the side. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Because we've known each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put up with all the bullshit stories you tell, which is pretty much lies half the time. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem with you, but, like, I know you be full of bullshit. So it's all good. But it's time, I'm telling him, like, yo, let's step over there. So he was still on the, I ain't got to do nothing, da-da-da-da. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the real you. That ain't how you supposed to act. Blah, blah. I know I'm disappointed in you. You got good work ethic. So I don't know why you acting like this. I'm like, what does my work ethic have to do with this situation right here?
You said this was a supervisor?
Yes.
Right?
This is a supervisor. And I'm telling him the whole time, bro, let's not do this here. Mm-hmm. Let's do this over there if we're going to do this. Let's not do this in front of everybody. Because I'm like, you're trying to puff your chest out in front of people. You're trying to make an example. You're not going to do that to me. Mm-hmm. You're not. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything that's against any rules, any violation, nothing. I didn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. So for you to do all this is unwarranted. If you had a problem with what I'm saying, fine. Let's go over there and talk about it. Mm-hmm. You're not going to do this to me. And I'm like, yo, you're not about to try me like I'm a bitch. Because that's how I talk to people. I'm like, yo, you're not going to try me like I'm a bitch, dog. Like, let's not do that, man.
Me and Jay was like,
yeah, because he kept going and he's like, oh, I know the real you. I'm like, yo, so tell me about me since you know me then.
The real you.
And I'm looking at him like, what's up? And he ain't got nothing to say. Oh, I know the real you, don't do that. I'm like, yo, cut that shit the fuck out, y'all. Don't talk like, don't do that. Cut it out. Let's not act like you really that guy. Cut it out. Like, stop it.
It's always hard watching a train wreck happen at work. You'd be like,
no, they love watching me have a train wreck at work because people who know me know I'm really about my shit. But they're waiting for me to go ahead and invite them to the parking lot. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Don't do that, man. Like,
how many more times he gonna say some shit until he invites me? I knew.
I was waiting.
And I wasn't gonna do that to him because I knew that's not the energy he really wants. That's not the energy you're bringing. You're just trying to put on right now, and that's fine. That's cool. I'll even let you have that. I can go back and be like, "Oh, my bad." I could come back and be like, "No, guys, I shouldn't have even been laughing and doing all that shit." I don't mind. I can be diplomatic. What you're not gonna do is try me in front of everybody for nothing at all. Like, you're not gonna try me. And if I'm asking you what's the problem and you're not telling me, fuck out of here. So again, I'm like, yo, fuck out my face. So I'm going back to work like, fuck out of here. I'm not about
to. That's hilarious. Fuck up.
I'm like, yo, fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. He's still talking. I'm like, okay, bro, keep going. Like, cut it out. Like, go. Like, bye. Like, I'm not. Bye, dude. I'm not fucking with you. So one of these, it was somebody that was there. They used to be a lead, and they kind of like, she heard the whole thing. She was like, yeah, that was completely unprofessional on his part, and I heard the whole thing. It's like, you didn't do anything wrong, number one. Number two, if he really truly still had a problem, you asked him multiple times, let's talk over there, away from, like, there's no need to do all this right now. Like, you're trying to be diplomatic about it.
Like, make an example.
Yeah, like, you're not going to do that. Because, like I said, I'm one of these type of people. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. That's fine. But what you're not going to do is just do that in front of everybody and try to, like, you're not going to just hold me like that. Like, I'm not a new person. I'm not new. I've been doing this shit 7-8 years. So I know what's going on.
You would think he would know better than try you like he was a new person after all this time.
That's where we get. That's where we get to the point where he got me fucked up.
Yeah,
like he really, truly does not know shit about me. He don't. Me and this man ain't never hung out outside of work.
Right.
We don't do shit. We don't fuck with each other like that. I just joke with him at work from time to time. Mind you, this man always got some wild shit to say at work. He always got some wild, extravagant fucking story about some shit that we know is 90% false. You know what it is. That's why he's not laughing. You know exactly.
I knew what it was when you said he got a bunch of fucking stories.
Yeah.
He lies a lot.
Yeah, so
it's out his chest. Yeah,
he does a lot.
I got it now.
So it was just one of those situations where I'm like, yo, my G, like, what are we doing? So I'm chilling, you know, minding my business. It is what it is. I'm laughing because, like I said, I wasn't even angry because I'm like, yo, I don't get angry about things like that. Yeah. That's uncouth to me. I don't do shit like that. Mm-hmm. So like a minute later, all I see is he calls Jay. Shout out to Jay. Terrell, and then somebody else who was not even there when this all happened calls him over to the desk and says, "Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's not really how he is. That's not the real Sean. He must be going through some stuff at home."
Wait, he was talking about this like about you
yes.
to other people in front of you?
No, away from them at another desk. He didn't call me over at all. He called them three away and it was like, yeah, that ain't the real him. You know, he must be going through something at home because he don't ever act like this. You know, don't let that be an example for how he really is. Come here, Terrell, because you're born at the right part of the story.
Serious?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That was the hardest moment.
This nigga was so mad. I ain't gonna say mad, but he was so perturbed by it that he called me like immediately after he got off work. But I was doing something at the time.
That's extremely important.
So I know, that's how I knew it was like something serious.
Now, I want you to tell the part.
Hey, I feel like I'm being put on trial.
Because you was there.
No, I know.
So you can go ahead.
All right, so here's what happened. You know, this undisclosed, supervisor, pulled it to the side. He pulled 3 people to the side. 2 people that were, involved. Other person that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. They didn't even know what the hell was going on. So, he pulled us to the side and was like, just call you guys over here because, you guys are reasonable to talk to, right now. He's,
So I need somebody
reasonable to talk to?
He's a witness.
No, he needs somebody to understand. He's saying his feelings and stuff.
Yeah. Oh God, he was in his feelings. All right. So I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off subject real quick. You cool, you my dog and all, but that was a whole movement. So I'm gonna go ahead and track it back. So he says, I called you guys over here because he's not level-headed right now. His mind isn't with. His mind is somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe he had something going on at home. Maybe he needed a couple days to, calm down or something like that. And, it was like, the reason why, I called you guys over here because, just wanted to tell you like this, what happened, with the cameras and stuff like that, and if an investigation going on and they take it to court, if there was an investigation, they take it to court, they could see, us clowning around in the videos and then they throw the case out and stuff like that.
Just to interject, the only clown, we was just laughing. So on a camera, you're just gonna see us laughing.
So basically what was leading up to it, it was like, just clowning around, no bags, nothing coming down. So it was like, it's a whole bunch of, whole bunch of stuff.
No, and like I said, when we was bullshitting around, we were told to stop.
Yeah,
and we stopped. Yeah, and we stopped, and that was it. And I said, you know what? You're right. We ain't supposed to be doing that.
So we stopped. We sat down and didn't do nothing else.
Yeah, that was checked. That was
literally.
So
she checked us too.
Yeah,
and she told him. And when we was over there, she told him like. So when he, finished saying whatever he was saying, she was like, "Okay, so what's the problem?"
What's the problem?
Okay, so it wasn't busy.
See if it's on. Oh,
now
Oh, I turned it on?
Yeah. Great job, Joe.
But we got you on now.
I turned it on?
Yeah. Good job.
Playing around with it. Okay. So it wasn't busy?
Nah, at all. Listen, was going on. I had like...
No, nothing was going on at all.
Listen, nothing.
Like when that was going on, nothing was going on. We was sitting there just observing. Like, hey, what's going on? But the way everything was going, it was funny.
We weren't even that loud.
No, we weren't. We
weren't loud at all. Because me personally, I was like, kind of, keeping it low because I know he's on the phone, and I know he's on the phone upstairs with somebody, so I ain't gonna be like, so you can hear us laughing on the phone. Sean, he wasn't even doing nothing.
Yeah,
literally.
The situation remind me of, and I mean, it's a little off kilter, but it reminded me of a joke from Dion Cole, comedian. I like Dion Cole. And he had a joke basically where, like, white people, they can come to work and be themselves, and their work self can be in tune how they really are because they don't really have nothing to hide or they whatever. But black people, it's not always the case. It was just a joke. But he was like, sometimes black people put on a work face.
Got to.
But when we outside of work, we're totally different people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they can't understand it because they can go to work and be themselves. How they are at work and how they are in their private life. But we sometimes have to separate the two. Because if we act like how we act outside of work, they'll look at us like we ratchet or we ghetto or whatever. We just being ourselves.
Me, I'm cool. I don't even talk. If I go to a little event, I don't say nothing. I be vibing. But at work,
I do admire people that can, like, black people that, like, bring their culture to work and don't feel the need to do that. I really admire people like that. I'm not one of those people.
It's not something that I think we do. Sometimes we do it subconsciously. It's not something we do purposely where we're just trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we're trying to be professional in this environment. Mm-hmm. We know how hard it is for black people to, do this. We don't want to be looked at in a certain light. But I don't think a lot of white people can understand that because they get to be themselves at work. They don't have to hide anything. They don't have to hide who they really are because a lot of times it's socially accepted in their circle of people who, let's just be honest, have a pool in their whatever environment most times that they're in. So when we get there, we have to put on a different face and how we really are. And so when they see the other side of us, it shocks them like, oh my God, I didn't know you were like this. That's because, I didn't know you were, I didn't know you listen to
Johnny.
You know about trapping and what? My daughter listens to that. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you listened to that.
Apparently, because like I said, when he said all that to them, of course I'm going to ask him, like, the hell are you talking about? Because I didn't care what he was going to do. I'm like, yo, I was hoping, like, I wish you would write me up for something like this.
I wish you would.
Like, I want you to. Like, please do that. Like, come on, bro. Like, you really want to go down that road? Like, you're not going to win that one. Like, I've been through the fire. Like, I have. I've been through the fire. Like, all the shit I went through when I used to live in Greenville, I went through the fire. So I know what you can. Like, you're not going to have anything there. Like, we won't do this. Yeah. You're going to lose. And I'm going to make sure you lose in a way where it fucks you up.
Fatality.
Like, you won't be on PM no more. You might not be in baggage no more. I'll have you upstairs somewhere. You'll be on a checkpoint or some stupid shit. Like, come on, bro.
So you really be pissed then.
Exactly. So he comes up, I ask, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? They tell me, I wasn't mad before. I was upset then because I'm like, because see, that's some fuck shit. Why are you talking about me behind my back? Why not have me there to talk about it? And then when you say things like, oh, he must be going through something at home, this and that, it don't matter. If I was going through something, why didn't you come over to try to find out then?
Right.
But
why are you telling that to them?
He's the type that once he knows or thinks he knows that you're seeing somebody that's worse than him. Yeah. He's going to interpret that and have his opinions, and they'll join in because that's what they do, especially when it's,
of course,
when it's unfortunately, black male, black woman. That's just how it
is. Yeah, I figured that's what he was thinking.
So, yeah. And that's what I experienced with him as well. So, it's just mindfuckery, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why his issue is with it particularly, but he has that problem. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? He exhibited it on many occasions, and it took several long conversations for him to get the point that he needs to stop. Even so bad as when we went to the AM shift, he's one of the people that went to our new supervisor. It was like, oh, you have the Nesbits? Oh, like it's a problem.
Yep.
It took us about a month for him to realize, like, what the fuck were they talking about? Like, because he's like looking like, somebody tells you something about somebody,
and then you're
looking for it,
and it never happens.
Yeah, like even little things, like if I see you and I see you on the phone or you're otherwise busy, I might walk right past you because I'm not going to interrupt what you're doing.
Right, exactly.
But he's going to take it because somebody else said, oh, the Nesbits, that I'm just rude. No, if you're doing something, I'm not going to, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm going to wait until you're done. Right? Yeah. So that's kind of what it is. But they definitely went to him, like, him and the other dude, like, yo, these guys do this and that. And I'm like, they're like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, it's totally the opposite of what they said.
Exactly.
So it's typical behavior on their part.
Yeah. For sure. So, again, like I said, I was more taken back and upset because I've known the man for years. And I know his character, so I'm not upset at his character because I already knew he's flawed. Like, you wild fugazi. Like, I get it. I expect shit like that from you, but I don't expect green. Green as fuck. So I'm like, I don't expect you to do something like that, though. Like, that's to the point where it's just unprofessional. That's just, like, you don't do shit like that. Cool. So they tell me, and I'm like, yo, they were like, oh, yo, you seem like you real mad. I'm like, I'm not really mad. I'm disappointed. Now to tell him, like, yo, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed because I'm like, yo, if we supposed to be as cool as he think we are, he would have never done that. If I'm supposed to be your boy or something like that, you wouldn't do that to your boy at all. Like, you supposed to pull your homeboy to the side. So cool. They go home. I'm going on break. I happen to see him. Yo, let me holler at you real quick. So I sit in front of him. Right? He said, and I'm the type, I'm gonna look you in the eyes, like, hey, what? I'm like, so what happened with all that bullshit? Oh, you tell me? And I'm like, no. You tell me what happened. What's the problem? Because all that wasn't even called for. If I'm telling you, hey, this and that, whatever, what you mad because I was joking? So I'm joking with you. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like the joke, cool. Tell me you don't like the joke. Guess what? We won't joke no more. Because you set that line. This is a line that you set. I don't set those lines with you because you're my superior. You set that line with the type of jokes that you say because you say inappropriate shit all the fucking time. You always saying some wild shit at work. So I'm like, this is what you said. So I'm just going off of the precedent that you said, right? So now, don't worry about that. We're not joking no more. But the next time I'm telling you I'm joking, cool. If you don't like it, let's have a conversation like men instead of doing what we just did. And when I asked you to come over to the side, let's go ahead and do that. And I was like, yo, I don't appreciate you, number one, trying to sun me in front of everybody. Don't do that. I'm not a child. I'm not a kid. I'm not a bitch. Don't do that to me. And if I'm asking you to step to the side, let's do that. Oh, ain't nobody trying to sun you and this and that. But I'm like, no, that's exactly what you was trying to do. And I'm like, when I asked you to step to the side, you didn't want to do that. You didn't ask me to step to the side. Mind you, look. These are his words, exactly verbatim. You didn't ask me to step to the side. I'm like, oh, I didn't? So what did I say? Oh, your words exactly was, because I said to you, oh, I know the real you. And you said to me, you don't know the real me. Tell me about the real me. Instead of trying to sun me in front of everybody, why don't you talk to me over there on the side?
Damn, G.
Bruh, Joe.
Oh my God.
When he said that,
Oh my God.
I just ended the conversation.
I would have dropped the mic right there.
You gotta walk away after that.
Yeah.
Bro, I looked at him, I was like,
oblivious.
I'm looking at, and I told him, and I literally told him, like, son, your ego got in the way. Simple as that. You turned that into a pissing contest.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you wanted to see whose dick was bigger in this situation, bro. That's all it was. You turned into a pissing contest for no reason. You got into your feelings about whatever it was. I wasn't in my feelings. Stop trying to. I'm looking at him like, yo, you trying to win. There's nothing to win right now. Because I wasn't even mad. He's like, I'm not mad either. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
childish as fuck.
Yeah,
so
They do shit like that.
Oh my
so
God.
this is the problem I really have with him. I told him, I said, what you're not going to do, though, because that is extremely unprofessional. You're not going to talk about me to other coworkers.
Yeah, that's
You're not going to do that. You're not going to say, because I don't have any problems at home. I ain't got nothing going on at
I feel
home.
that you're creating a hostile work environment.
That's exactly what I said. You're creating a hostile work. That's why I said, if he really want to go down that road,
Yeah.
by the time I'm done with him, he will not be
like
done.
that word. They don't like hostile.
Exactly. Like, he'll be done. So I'm like, yeah, let's not do that. Because I'm like, you've known me for years. I'm like, but you don't know me. Like, you don't know me outside of this motherfucking place, bro. Like, I'm not really about that bullshit. I'm not with the arguing and all that. So this is what he says. He's like, I feel like we talking in circles. Tell me what you really trying to say. Okay.
I just said it.
No, this is what I told
No,
him.
he's not listening.
He's not. And I told him, I said, okay, this is what I'm really trying to say. Don't fucking talk about me behind my fucking back. The next time you got something to say about me, you say it to my fucking face like a man. And if you ain't gonna do that at all, keep your fucking mouth shut. And then I'm like, we good? Because I told him, I was like, yo, are we? Because I was telling him, like, you really owe me an apology. He's like, I don't see what for. I'm like, okay, well, don't worry about it. We ain't got nothing else to say. I went on about my business. He went on about his. This is how much of a man I am. Right after that, I don't have a problem with you. Because I already said what I had to say. As men, that's what you do. So when I had a problem, I said, hey, I got a problem over here. I called him over here. Hey, solve this problem. When it was time for me to go, good night, everybody. Hey, man, you have a good night. Fist bump. I don't have a problem.
Yo.
Because that's how I am. Exactly.
Hate that shit.
Yeah. You don't like when I'm trying to,
Hate that shit,
because
bro.
you think that I'm
You're
really
no
angry
mercy.
at you. Yeah, you thought I was the stereotypical, just little ratchet ass, uneducated nigga that's just going like, oh, I'm gonna be fuming mad. I'm like, no, bro. I checked you. It's checked. It's done with. Don't do it again. We're good. You're good to go. I still know how to deal with you accordingly because I see bitch in your blood anyway.
I
You
like
said that to
that.
him?
I see bitches.
I didn't need to say that to him.
anyway.
Oh.
I
I didn't need to say that to him. When I told him, like, bro, you really not about that action. Like,
Is
you
that
think
the name
you are.
of an episode?
I think
No, because I had to tell him,
I
because he
see
kept
bitches
saying, like,
in blood.
oh, I really know you. No, you don't. You really don't know me. Like, you don't know me like you think you do, dog. Like, stop it.
I think that's like a sign of maturity, though. Like, I feel like that's something I definitely had to learn. Like, just because, even if you're in the right, just because you're in the right and you have the power to correct someone doesn't mean you necessarily have to.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's something I definitely had to learn prior to moving here. It was a learning experience. So now when I see, like, I've had instances where, you know, young girls, they talk outside their neck like they got something to prove, and I'm just like, sis, I done won all my battles. You got it. I'm not here for this.
Yeah.
At our job, one of the biggest
I
problems
don't
with
need
it, with our job is people get put in position, but they're not really leaders.
Oh,
They
yeah.
think they are,
Yeah.
but they're not really leaders. Like, we don't
That's
look
what
at you as a
happens when
leader.
you're not
Just
really.
because you got more stripes or more seniority, whatever, you don't know how to deal with people
Yeah.
on a personal
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
You let your position dictate your actions instead
That
of
just
you
shows their
thinking like a
inadequacies
human
that-
being and know how to deal with situations.
Mhm.
And that's the problem we have with our
That's
job.
one thing
For
I
sure.
really love, though. Like how what Sean did, perfect. Always killing with kindness. Always.
Yeah, you just let them know, like, bro, that was some bitch shit, but that shit wasn't. It was too petty for me to let it get to me.
Like, the same thing happens upstairs with the passengers or whatever. They say something smart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You smile at them.
Have a good day, sir.
It's like it's boiling up inside. I love that. I love
I
a good day.
I had one passenger tell me, he said, "Go F yourself." I said, "I sure will."
And I enjoy it. Yes,
I sure will.
Oh, he walked off. He was so mad.
I'm like,
You do the same.
I said, "I sure will."
Enjoy.
but no, I mean, like I said, I mean, and, you know, we ain't gonna keep talking about it, but just to leave on this note, like, for people who are in these positions of power, y'all have to understand, if you feel like you're having confrontations with your subordinates, there's ways of handling that. You know what I'm saying? The best way, because I've been a leader before. I've been, you know, a supervisor or a leader, something like that. You don't do that. You're not supposed to sit there and you know, basically.
Don't try to embarrass people.
Don't embarrass them, number one. And it's not, you don't have to assert dominance. Like, there's no need for
You
that.
already got the role. Like, what's
Exactly.
the problem?
I'm going to respect you if you're really about your job. Because, like I told him, I said, I've had conversations with other people about certain things. And they will pull me to the side and we'll talk. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I was just joking. But, you know, I understand the severity of the situation. My bad. But they had tact about it. He just didn't have it for whatever reason. And he just thought he smelled pussy.
He got sunned and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna win this. We're gonna keep it going."
Yeah, because I'm like, after I was done, I'm like, bro, I'm done. Like, we're not doing this anymore. Like, you know you fucked up. Like, stop it. Because everybody, if I wanted to right now, I can get everybody to write these statements on you, and you'll be fucked. That's why he got them, so he could probably be like, yeah, you guys are on my side, right? Like, no, we're really not.
Yeah.
Me and Jay sitting like,
nah, dog.
See, his dumb ass don't even. I ain't gonna say dumb ass. But he don't realize.
Just say that.
No, I never had no issue.
I still don't have a problem.
The problem what he tried to do when he tried to pull people to the side is he didn't realize these people hang out outside of work. Like, these people know each other. They're gonna go against you before they go against him.
exactly. At the end, listen,
I ain't got no problem. At the end,
listen,
it's all good.
I don't have no problem.
But
But you know, if you feel that, you know, because you know my dad and stuff like that, that I'm supposed to feel some type of way because you came to me about this stuff, listen, I ain't got no heart.
his relationship with your dad ain't got nothing to do with his relationship with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell us.
A lot of people think they can joke with me. Freaking had one dude kept calling me, "Oh, what's up, little Greg? What's up, little Greg?" I said, "That ain't my goddamn name. My name was Terrell."
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yo,
thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you this for example, because my mom actually works with us. Like, every single time, oh, you know, I'm gonna tell your mom this. I was like, I don't care. My mom doesn't care either.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I always like, go ahead and tell
Act
her.
like you a fucking
I'm like,
child.
go
You a
ahead and
grown
tell
ass
him.
man.
I'm gonna call your dad. Call him.
Story to all the
You want the number?
managers. Listen,
305.
don't be bitch made. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bitch made.
Don't be a
And
bitch.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
That'll
say
be
just like my
bitch.
mama used to tell me, where you act up at is where I'm gonna drop your drawers at. So.
Well, damn.
Jesus. Okay, so
What
else we got on the docket,
Get
guys?
it together.
Have mercy.
Get it together. All the perks is blowing up.
I know I want to talk about something. I know you got something.
What you? Yeah, we can start with you.
What's up?
I want to talk about what y'all think about the Game's new song where he's basically talking about how he had relations with Kim K.
I'm waiting on Kanye to approach him like he did everybody else.
He talking about how he choked her and he talking about he choked her and she swallowed his kids and Kanye supposed to be his homie.
So he probably should apologize.
Yeah. My whole thing is,
Wow.
like somebody was saying, that shit was years ago. They didn't got married. They didn't got past that. Why are you bringing that shit up now? If that's supposed to be your
Everybody
man,
else did.
if that's supposed to be your man, why are you?
Because he an asshole.
He is an asshole.
And they in their feelings too. They feel
Here's
Yo,
my
rappers
thing, bro.
really be in their feelings.
No, here's
though.
my thing though. Why niggas talk smack like that, and then when somebody, you know, asks them what the hell is wrong with you, they want to get mad, pull out their guns, and
I'm
jump.
gonna tell you why, Terrell. It's because the reason why they're doing that is because they're not in the same position as them. They have a way lower position than that.
Not necessarily. Sometimes it's just an inferiority complex too.
No, it's
Some
not like
motherfuckers
it's a
really
piss,
just
like
don't
you
know.
just said, like this conversation you just had. It's a pissing contest.
Oh well, yeah. When it comes
That's
to
all
that,
it is.
But they actually, I think he had an interview. I didn't watch it, but I just read the transcript of it, and he was like, they basically tried to accuse him of clout chasing by saying that.
of course.
But he had a point where he's like, I've been in the game already. I don't need the clout chase. But they're like, okay, that's fine. Then what was your point?
You definitely got bars. Yeah, what was the point?
What was the point?
Yeah,
what
was the point?
You don't need to. If that's supposed to be your man, and you don't
are
need
they really like friends?
I don't know.
Like,
that's what I'm
trying to say. They worked with each other. I think that's
cool industry wise. I don't see him doing that. But the homies.
Even if he said they ain't a friend, then don't be like Kanye post my homie. I should apologize. That make it seem like y'all friends. Like
when I read that part, I took it as a joke.
Man,
like,
he a gook for that, man.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a personally speaking.
I didn't hear it. It's probably trash.
The guys that I have dealt with, not one of them that I know of have spoke on what we have done together.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how they carry themselves, and that's also a level of respect that they have for me, which I appreciate. Like, there have been situations where I know for a fact that two guys have been in a group together conversing. My name came up in the conversation and still nothing came out.
That's cool.
So, I mean, I wouldn't care if it did. I'd just be like, shit, check my references. But
that's now boss.
Grandma say that if you gonna be shamed, don't do it. That's what Grandma said. But I just feel like that just speaks to, in my opinion, the caliber of his personality. Like, he wouldn't be somebody that I would give it up to. For what?
I mean, I just look at it like, let's forget about them being celebrities, rap song, or whatever.
Just being people.
Yeah, just being people. Like, if you dating somebody, if my homeboy dating somebody who I used to deal with, I'm not going to bring up what me and that person did in the past. Nah. Even if he asks him, like,
not in front of everybody.
Yeah, not in front of everybody. Like,
yeah. If I ask you personally, then
if you ask me, I might. I still don't want to disclose shit, but I might.
You be like,
I'd be like,
we had some dealings.
I don't want to be like, you didn't kiss on the lips, did you?
I used to skeet on her forehead, on her lip, like,
oh my god.
But it's Kim Kardashian though.
That's what I was about to get to. I'm like,
he is conversation, but it's Kim Kardashian.
But that's what I was about to lead into. I'm like, on the flip side,
her shit been out there.
Yeah, she hasn't really. Let's be honest. She hasn't really respected her. She hasn't really respected herself with some of the shit she's done. So it's almost like, as Kim K, she kind of opened the door for people to disrespect her like that. But at the same time, I look at her, I mean, despite the things she's done in the past, I still look at her as somebody's wife, and she's a mother now. Like,
she might be the only white girl in America that can't outlive her wholeness, her whole face.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But is it like she's trying to outlive it and people keep bringing up past shit?
I think it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't really know. I'll be honest, I purposely do not click on anything that has to do with them because I just don't support anything about them.
I don't either.
But I've never heard her speak to her humble beginnings. I think that she's trying to move past it, but it's out here.
I mean, it's hard to move past something like your whole dynasty, your whole
that's what it's
popularity,
like your whole family
celebrity. Exactly. So I don't know how you would live past that.
Yo, she said that line in that sex tape. Oh, I feel like my pussy's gonna explode. Oh my god! I said, yo, this is Oscar-worthy shit. I did not know she was really.
Oscar goes too.
Exactly. That was for motherfucking Martin Scorsese, bro.
But even Kanye, in one of his lines, in one of his songs, he said, "My girl got famous off a sex tape." So
he really did.
I mean, shit.
Well, Kanye's weird like that.
Yeah, but I'm just like.
I feel like they apparently have been cool for quite some time. Like, they have been friends for quite some time. So I feel like he's well aware of who he married. So no need to be embarrassed now.
He should know that everybody fucked his wife.
He might like that.
Like, damn near everybody.
He might like that, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at it more of a personal level. Even the people who she might be a whole, you know, if it's one of my homeboys and he's dealing with somebody, I'm not going to bring it up. Now, if it's other dudes who we don't know like that and they bring it up like, yeah, I smashed that girl, did it, that's different. But if it's my homeboy, I'm not going to bring up what me and his current girl, my ex-girl, did in the past in front of everybody.
I mean,
that's how I look at it.
It's overall corny because at the end of the day, sex is sex. I mean, it shouldn't be scandalized like that. To me, it's not a big deal. Because, like, even if, for the most part, right, if somebody's supposed to a whore, right, whether they be male or female, a lot of times,
whore.
Everybody can't get it. Like there's female whores that I know, and dudes would be like, call her whore, but because you can't be. Yeah. They don't want you, but then that's when you hear the name call and come out.
Yeah.
So
it
shouldn't even be.
True.
To me, it shouldn't even be scandalized. It should be. It's regular shit to me. There's so many other things that are that are bad are never talked about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
I know people who was like big time, who was like, you know, even shit. A family member or 2 or 3, where back in their youth they was out there,
out here,
but they're some of the best wives
because they got it out
today. You know what I'm saying? So it's just an option for people that ain't fuck at all and horrible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think you hear like Kim going around having sex with other dudes now that she's
it's all about what you're doing right now.
I mean,
you know
she was single.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, what's the point of you bringing it up now?
Yeah,
like, what was your end game?
Yeah,
he's trying to start controversy.
I think he's just trying to. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a clout chaser. He's a clout chaser, but you need your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you make sales. You know what I'm saying? You need some attention, and that's a good way to get attention. Shit, everybody doing it, so why not?
Whole way nigga.
So
game, I ain't said that shit.
I said it.
I mean, even though I wouldn't give you none, just because of how you act, I still think you're fine, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's more so his attitude. Like, the I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah,
like,
he got I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't date somebody like that, but I find the attitude sexy.
And I'm not, and I'm not in any way trying to say he's faking or flexing the phone, because he got a history of really being with the shit.
Really
so I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, on a personal level, it's your boy. There was no point in you bringing that up. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
That's a whole move, dog.
It is.
You can't go around that.
So, can we talk about this major scam, though, that they did the documentary about?
Talking about the Fire Festival?
Oh, Fire Festival.
So, I gotta actually... I'm sorry, I have not watched... My Netflix is off.
No, that's no problem.
I mean,
well, long story short...
Set the table for us.
Long story short, the white dude... And I say that he's white because I really think that he's been painted in a positive light because he was white. So, no.
I understand what you're saying.
Seriously, because this was his second time running a scam. His first time he ran a scam, it was supposed to be like some kind of credit card that they were offering to college students, and you got like major points back for shopping at certain places and things like that. Turns out that was a scam too. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if he went to jail for that scam or not, but this next one, it was based around a legitimate idea where they were trying to promote an app where you could book artists as opposed to having to go through like booking agencies and stuff like that. So they were going to showcase some of the artists that were supposed to be on the app that you could book. So originally it was supposed to be like Blink-182, Amigos, Ja Rule's people got in on it to endorse the app.
Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this?
Okay. So anywho, he apparently was in the process of purchasing an island in the Bahamas. The deal that he made with the people that with the government or whatever was he cannot tell whose island it was originally. I want to say it was Noriega's island originally. Like, it was a famous drug dealer's island. But when he was promoting the festival, they specifically told him, you cannot say this. You cannot put this on here if you're going to promote this festival. First flyer came out, it was all on there, of course. So immediately he was having issues with the government because of that. He had supposedly already purchased the island. He hadn't done that. He was making payments. I'm assuming that the festival was supposed to pay for everything else. Mm-hmm. These tickets were going for like $12,000 a pop.
Bugging.
Like major fucking money.
Now, is this just for the ticket to get there, not including flight and hotel?
I can't remember if I don't know if it was the flight over, but I know that all your accommodations were included when you got there. Like, they were supposed to be staying in like really lavish villas. Everything was supposed to be taken care of. Like, they were supposed to, like, it was supposed to be real high end, high scale. A lot of the people, like, there was a lady who was a restaurant operator. She ended up like coming on the island to cater everything, and she already paid people. She already paid people. Like, she lost basically her whole life savings. So, long story short, they didn't have enough money to cover everything. Like, just to get the water on the island was like $170,000, right? So, in order to like make this money, he started bullshitting to get more money from investors. So he was like making up shit. Like, he was like, "Oh yeah, we got this happening. We gonna have this happening. Oh, let's tell them we about to sell some cabanas. No cabanas. They was just telling them they was gonna sell them, and people was buying them for like $5,000. Like, people was hard body buying this shit." So he ended up like telling his investors, "Oh yeah, we got this covered, blah blah blah." Other investors ended up giving him a total of like $1 million. They said,
"Wow."
The people he let these people get to the fucking island. Like, they made it to the island.
To the island.
There was no Blink 182. There was no Migos. There was no fucking Cabanas. No fucking villas. No, he was not.
Oh, I thought he was.
He'd already pulled out. For that reason, he'd already pulled out too.
So he was like, ain't no Blink 182. We got Fair 99.
He was like, I hate you.
We got Ja rules and regulations.
Let me finish. So these people get there and they take pictures of what the fuck it looks like. They got fucking tents and fucking porta potties out there. Like, that's it, dog. Like, swear to God. Swear to God.
This what got me out the whole thing when I seen it. When that motherfucker showed that lunchbox they got with the cheese sandwich in the side.
It's on Netflix? This shit is on Netflix.
That shit wasn't even. The shit wasn't even a grilled cheese sandwich. It was just bread and cheese.
The dude was like,
Joe, it's called Fire, the greatest party that never happened.
The water to get all the water on the island, like he had to go through. I guess he had to go through like some kind of customs to get the water on the island.
Water? What do you mean water?
Like water to support like the villas that he was supposed to have,
I think it was like water.
No, it was like what, like to fund or to go into all the facilities that he was supposed to have on the island. Like they didn't have.
They didn't have it.
No, they ain't had shit. So he was.
They had shit.
Yeah,
they wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
Sounds like they had.
So
like
at one point,
money.
Basically, the other a silent investor basically told him, "Listen, you gonna have to suck this man dick because we ain't got the money, bitch." Like it was a lot. Long story short, he ends up going
sucking that man's dick. I think.
No, he did not end up sucking this man's dick.
That's what they was eating. G.
He ends up doing like getting sentenced to some time, but not a lot of time. And out of all this money that he took from people. These people still paint him in a good light. They're like, one day he's gonna get it right. He's gonna be a millionaire. He just didn't get it right this time. Get what right? The scam? Like, what are y'all saying?
He already got it right.
Millions of dollars from people, and the reason this is how they figured it out. The people that they targeted for the Fire Festival were the same people that had the credit cards that he scammed originally. Like those were the people that got like the emails. I was floored. Like, how the fuck did you pull that off? Like.
Yeah, that's an example.
They said that's one of the memes said that's what they was eating.
Like
those gummy bears.
They really let these people get all the way to the fucking island. And then at one point they actually held them elsewhere for like hours.
Oh, you mean at the airport?
Yeah, they held them for hours.
Wait a second.
It's crazy.
Yo, this gotta be the most struggle sandwich I've ever seen. This is the straight bread. No condiments on it.
That's that Publix bread.
Nah, this that Wonder Bread they put a fish sandwich on back home.
Yo,
is that romaine lettuce on the side?
With the white.
Oh shit!
They even give
the
him
white
like
one of the things they was eating.
Son, that's that E. coli lettuce.
The 200 slice bread for 89 cents.
I wonder if you got a choice in bread. Could you do like whole wheat or white? Or
absolutely not.
No.
You don't get no Morita bread. Ain't no Morita. Ain't no Wonder Bread.
First of all, they should have got a potato bread. It's cheaper.
Where you got lettuce from though? Lettuce look like the school lunch lettuce.
Bro, that's weeds from the grass. Ja Rule picked that shit himself.
Oh. Ja Rule, since this has come out, he has been very adamant to say we pulled out way before. We lost a lot of money too. We paid people like they are dead ass serious about mitigating.
But on a side note, Buddy going like 6 years in prison.
Yeah, he's not gonna do a full 6. He gonna get out.
Yeah, that's not.
I guarantee if it was one of us,
when he get out, he gonna learn.
We'd have been on
to do shit a whole lot better.
Oh
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No, they would have gave us the death
penalty. They literally talked like they didn't even talk about him like a criminal. It was just like, oh well, he didn't get it right this time, but it was still a good idea. Like,
well, see, people giving him a pass somewhere because they feel like he took advantage of rich people and kind of catfished rich people
But it wasn't just
you
paying.
But you do got that lady
$12,000 for the tickets.
But see, people don't understand that part of it. Like it was people who didn't.
Yeah,
get
they
paid
were vendors.
They just looking at the customers that he ripped off and like, oh, these ain't nothing but rich white spoiled kids. He just ripped off. Yeah. No harm, no foul. But they don't understand. There's people who put a lot of labor and hard work behind the scenes who didn't get paid, and they don't see that side of it. They just looking at it.
Did the lady
from
pay some of them people?
Yeah, she had already paid the people. That's why she had to. Well, she had already contracted them. So to keep her end of the contract, she emptied out her savings and paid them.
Jesus,
that's got to be the greatest catfish in history.
It has to be, dog. It fucking has
That's
to be.
the greatest catfish in history.
we need your boy. What's his name? Neve, whatever. Like, he gotta come on. He's like, hey, why'd you do this? Come on, why are you doing this? Why wouldn't you be truthful with them? And why do you have Ja Rule here?
He hadn't had a hit in over 10 years.
Why is he here? Yo, I know 50 Cent right now is laughing his ass off.
Yo. And by the way, 50 Cent, you wrong for taking a little $5,000 Tierra Barriga. You did not have to countersue her. That's petty as hell.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Yo, 50 Cent is
the revenge porn sex tape. It wasn't just the Abdul guy. She actually sued 50 Cent as well, but she lost. She lost that case. So he then in return countersued her, and he was like, so now Viacom got to pay me every time you appear on Love and Hip Hop. I was like, boy, you petty as fuck.
Damn, petty. That's smart. I was
done. 50 Cent is my spirit animal, dog. Like the level of petty that I am.
Real grimy nigga.
That whole buying the front row to Ja Rule shit. That was
unacceptable.
You saw when he talked about it though, and he was he's like, yeah, you know, they're like, yo, that's like $3,000. He's like, I ain't worried about that.
And to take a step further,
the whole front row to that
Yeah, it was like the front. It was the front. It wasn't just the front row. Like I feel like it was like 200 seats.
Yeah, like 200 seats.
Yeah. That's
what he said. That's what he says. He's like, yeah, if you're such a good showman, go ahead and perform when ain't nobody there. I was like, yo, this nigga is wild.
Can you imagine being Ja Rule, goes to the concert?
He's such a butt.
And to take it a step further, he either attempted to or he did try to buy the masters to Ja Rule.
No, I think he did.
I think he did.
He was
like, every time that nigga ride, he breaking me off.
That shit petty.
That's crazy.
I like that level of pettiness.
You know what?
Listen, I don't have to shoot you.
Let's all give it 50
I'm gonna let you live and make this money off you. I'm gonna let you live.
Jesus Christ.
That shit's hilarious.
I know that talked about this last week. Did y'all talk about the Nas scenario?
The Nas?
Oh, you talking about with his wife, Khalees trying to take the baby, his son, his son or something like that?
The investments.
Oh, the investments. Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
What?
Oh yeah. I mean, he made $340 million on Viacom bought Pluto TV.
Shout out to Pluto TV.
With the Fire Stick, he was an early investor in Pluto TV.
Do you have Pluto?
I got it.
I had it. He's an early investor in Lyft and other things. So he's doing that. It's called AngelInvestors.com. He's on that. So I mean, that's a great story.
Nas,
he's doing great things, and he has Sweet Chicks, the restaurant.
That's what's up.
In Lane, New York. If you've never been to Sweet Chicks, it's a great restaurant, but he has that. So I mean, he's doing great things, you know.
Shout out to Nas.
Fuck with Nas.
Making that money.
I can dig that.
We got money.
That's a huge come up. That's
that is like you gotta think about it. This motherfucker came literally from nothing. Just like, all right.
We should have stuck around.
Same like with Jay-Z.
Have we had time to talk about the big elephant in the room?
Shutdown ending?
No, we ain't gonna talk about that shit.
Well, I did want to just quickly say to all the news outlets, I don't know who's listening, but stop putting the rhetoric in that Pelosi won and Trump lost, because this is a temporary end to the shutdown. It's not full term, and we know what kind of temperament Trump has. So all of these
all the signs look like we might be
headlines,
back to it. I hate to say
it just infuriates him more. Like stop doing
adding fuel to the fire.
Just stop. Like stop.
Man, everybody at fault. I don't give a fuck. This whole thing.
I'm just saying, stop fueling that shit.
That's why I ain't quitting my 3 other jobs. Go ahead.
God damn, brethren.
Well, I was just gonna talk about. I know we got time to talk about the Empire actor.
Oh, yes.
I remember that.
So,
Nolan's
not a lot to say about
that.
That's why I was like, do we have time? Because it's 1 o'clock. I don't know.
We might have to say
that's
that
gonna be next episode.
We could get a good 15.
Spot.
Yeah, we do about 15 of that.
Say about that.
Because we had like an hour 33 in. We could do about 15.
Well,
I thought we started late.
Yeah.
Well, what I heard that well,
set it up first.
Yes.
I'm gonna let
so here's the thing. He had already received a threatening the Empire, the show, had received some threatening letters towards castmates and things of that nature. So they had beefed up security for each of the members, according to the article that I read. But he declined the beefed up security. He was leaving a club. And as he was leaving, they have video of two random white guys. They say guys. You can't really see the face. Not in the one that I saw.
Okay.
They attacked him. They called him racial slurs and I guess like
they try to hang him and
they put a noose around him. They beat him up. They poured bleach on him and allegedly. And I only say this part allegedly because when the original stories came out, it wasn't the case. But allegedly, they yelled like they were like MAGA supporters, basically. Like they yelled "Make America Great Again" or some shit like that. And then they were like, we told you we were gonna get you, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what happened.
He declined to beef up security.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
I feel like he probably wasn't the only one that declined it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like. Sometimes.
Well, I mean,
I got a couple questions.
Go ahead.
I got a couple questions. First of all, now correct me if I'm wrong. They said he was going to Subway at 2 a.m.
He was leaving a club.
But from what I read, they said he was going to Subway or something. I'm like, what Subway is open at 2 a.m? Is there one? Maybe I don't know. I've never seen a Subway.
Yeah, maybe they meant like transportation.
Yeah, they might be talking about the train. They got trains in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they were saying that
I don't know.
Then they were saying that I guess the guys tied rope around his neck.
Yeah, they tried a noose around his neck.
So some people, like we was talking about it at work, and somebody was like, well, who the fuck walks around with this bleach and rope like that at 2 a.m?
It was planned.
Yeah, it was definitely planned. And even in the high school that I went to, that's how females would attack people. Like they would put bleaching bottles and throw them on each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not unheard of.
Yeah, at the same time though. Okay, so it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He had no security. He's an actor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
but a lot of actors travel without security.
Yeah, but at the same time, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, even like look at Keanu Reeves. Like
I
he
wouldn't
hop
do
on
it
the subway.
I'm not
by
even gonna be
himself.
up, out and about.
Now
I was saying, I mean, put like this. I mean, in the past, see, now with social media, you can track people where they are, right? But I'm saying in the past, I've seen superstars on the fucking train.
I mean, it's fine, but like at the same time,
you'll be surprised who you see on the fucking.
He didn't have nobody with him though. You know what I'm saying? He was by himself.
I seen people.
Oh man, I couldn't do it.
I don't know.
That's you though.
You would think you wouldn't, but it's like
some people feel like they cool like
that.
that.
They just feel like they don't need to. They don't have to.
Not if you like an actor, like you say he's an actor, so obviously he's well known.
Yeah, from Empire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if I would walk around.
I mean,
like, in the daytime, that's okay.
Even not only Campbell, you wouldn't pick out the crowd. I see her.
Keanu Reeves does it all the time.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves looks like a normal dude.
No.
Yeah, but everybody knows Keanu. Everybody knows
Keanu. Like a normal dude.
That's true.
Or woman.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying, Oz, but I'm like, some people.
I also feel like you have to.
Chill.
I feel like there's also that masculine aspect to it. I ain't worried about that. Like I can handle myself. That it happens.
I go to a club, I'm coming with my squad, and I'm leaving with my squad. I ain't go by myself. That's just like, being growing up in Florida. Like you don't go out alone regardless. You might get jumped. Something might happen.
He might not have grown up with that experience.
It's just not like that. Like, I mean, I don't like the promotion of Empire. Like they promote homosexuality a little too much.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where there's like no heterosexual scenes of sex. It's just only homosexual scenes. But
it's kind of wild on that.
It's kind of wild.
I seen a little studio scene with 2 dudes. And
I never really got into it.
They're a little wild. They literally don't have any heterosexual scenes.
That's what they're trying to sell, man. They're trying to get a certain community.
But it's also funny that the Ed Buck story doesn't really get any play.
Who was Ed Buck?
He's a big time Democratic fundraiser. He contributes to a lot of those political PACs around LGBTQ and other things. And a second black man was found dead in his apartment.
Oh, the prostitute was found dead.
Prostitute / friend.
But apparently, this guy actually he was writing their encounters down in his journal, so they have proof that he got him hooked on drugs and all kinds of shit. Yeah, he be wild. He be wild.
He would shoot him up while they're sleeping.
Yeah,
that's the thing with meth and heroin. Like you don't have to be awake to trade. Like, if somebody falls asleep and you reject them with it.
That's his shit. He like this. He like to fuck prostitutes high. Like that's what he do.
Yeah, he likes to be, even if they're not into meth, he'll shoot them up.
Yeah.
Like there's some sick people in the fucking world, bro.
Yeah, but there's nothing. That's what I'm saying. Nothing about that. Like they'll talk all day about heterosexual black male scandals, but there's all kinds of scandals involving homosexual white males that
the media, picks and chooses what they want.
And he got off on the last one because the prostitute OD'd in his apartment or in his place, but he claimed that he didn't know that he was on drugs. He didn't give it to him, and there was no proof of the such.
Yeah,
so that's
what I'm saying. He was trying to help them. Mm-hmm. It's like a Jeffrey Dahmer thing. Like Jeffrey Dahmer was eating black males, homosexuals. Right?
Yeah,
did you know that?
Yeah, he was. Like, I watched the story.
So it took a long time for them to like, this nigga, what's happening to them? It took them. He was already up to like dude number 15 by the time they found out he was eating.
They took that little Asian boy who was a wreck.
Yeah, so he had to take the Asian boy.
Oh, you got all them niggas? You had the Asian boy? Oh, you gotta go.
No. He got to go.
No. So
okay,
that's it. So
that's what I said. Side note, problematic. This happened in Chicago. We'll get into that, right?
I believe so.
Side note. Shout out to y'all people up in Chicago right now. I know y'all going through it.
Oh, it's freezing up there. It's like below 34.
Yeah, they said on the news that it was colder than fucking Antarctica.
Yeah. It's some place in Minnesota.
A friend of my roommate, her pipe burst, and they just bought that house. Damn, they had a pipe burst. Yeah.
It's some place in Minnesota where it was negative 70 degrees.
Bitch, listen.
Bro, how was that?
In the mountains.
You saw the shit where they was boiling water?
Yeah, he threw it in the air.
And the shit down. No, dog.
And he put a jersey, he hung it up for like 10 seconds. That shit was frozen solid.
The girl in Iowa, her hair was frozen. I was like, listen, when vodka freezes, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's from Russia.
I'm not going. It's a no.
Yeah, I saw a picture of a toilet, right? The where the tank is at.
Yeah,
it was just ice.
Exploded. Yeah,
it was just all ice in the shape of that, and then like on the in the bowl itself, it was like crystals and shit.
Yeah,
it looked like the toilet's trying to eat your ass or something.
You saw the shit. You saw the shit with the cat that was walking and froze.
Yeah, that's wild.
You saw that shit?
The
cat was walking and froze in mid-step.
They had a picture of one that he was like a firefighter. I was like, nigga, who the fuck
somebody was telling me about something like that.
Out here, how the fuck you get a fire in Wisconsin? What?
Stupid.
They had one
to stay warm. I guess
it was a giraffe that I guess was part of a zoo and couldn't find shelter, and it's a frozen giraffe out there somewhere.
That's pretty cool.
Cool. What? I see what you did there. Oh, that was funny. I see what you did there.
Yo,
I hate you so much.
Is it not? I know it might sound ignorant, but isn't it true that like some animals, if they freeze and then they thaw out, they can just
hibernate? Yeah.
It depends on how frozen you are.
Frogs do that.
I think
fish
do
how
that.
frozen you are.
Because
like when they say freeze, it's like their metabolic state slows down to a very slow pace.
I think it's most reptilians and amphibians that do that.
Yeah.
Mammals damn sure can't do it.
Yeah, they hibernate. But like I know frogs do it. So like I was literally watching a documentary and like the river was frozen, the frog was in the river. Like it melted away. He was like,
I'm not this bitch.
Yeah.
We
can't. And a W bag. Oh damn!
WB frog?
Yeah, that's what he hanging out in Chicago.
Ever.
That's amazing.
But yeah, shouts out to people up in the Midwest and the North, man.
That's where my company is based out of Iowa, and everybody's working from home.
Freaking polar vortex, bro. That just sounds.
I'll tell you one thing: if a polar vortex come down here, don't expect me to come to work.
I ain't coming.
It's
already cold down for me.
Bro, if it comes down here, that means the world's gonna end.
It definitely.
It's not
polar vortex.
Because you gotta remember, it's been warm some days, cold some days. It's whatever down
here. Boy, that sounds like a fucking sci-fi Netflix.
That sounds like Sub-Zero's finishing move.
77 degrees right now.
I know, that's crazy. Man.
That's cold, bro.
That sounds like a Street Fighter move.
Yeah.
Polar vortex. Like, damn.
They had the one where the doors were being encompassed by ice, like not the first set of doors, but the second set of doors.
Never seen The Day After Tomorrow?
By ice. It's too much.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
That's what it's like.
Bro, it was a nigga, it's a dude up there, it's so cold, he had a banana, right? The banana froze, he was using it like a hammer. Like nailing nails and wood and shit. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
That is horrible sounding.
I seen a picture where the light switch in the house was friggin' froze over.
Damn.
Yeah, I seen
the
that
light
shit.
switch.
I feel bad. Yo, that means because people in Flint, they probably all the way fucked up right now.
Damn. Yo, frozen.
Hey, listen, if the water frozen, they can't drink it. Look at God. Won't he do it?
They need some
Somebody gotta lick it.
Frozen.
There's somebody right now.
It's a no.
Tongue gets stuck to the wall.
I guarantee you, there's one motherfucker that's up there that's like, I gotta like brick house and I gotta like stove, like fire furnace and all that shit. Like, I'm good. Like just put him.
Oh, it's motherfucker like that.
Shit. Like he good because pretty much you don't got no like.
At this point, I'm burning whatever can be burned. Like
Exactly.
that cat that got frozen outside. You know
Because like what I guarantee,
he gonna just throw out and look at you like, nigga, you trying to eat me?
Too late.
I ain't trying to eat you. I just need
need to heat. I don't eat no man.
He or she's a
We'll call it a fur place, not a fireplace.
She's so dumbass. You know what? We gonna end on that note. Anybody got anything that's going on? I guess that they're gonna be attending or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, Art After Dark, African American
I might try to do that. Yeah.
It's free.
When is it?
Friday tomorrow from 6 to 10. It's free.
Maybe we'll see what's up.
I ain't attending none, but my ears are open. Who got Super Bowl parties going on?
Ooh, I'm trying to find that out. Gee.
Bro, I
I'm
thought
gonna
we
be
was
with my
going to
mommy.
Stacks.
Her birthday is Saturday.
Oh man.
I
I ain't got no money for that, man.
But I'll probably end up going there. But
Yeah, we gonna go there, bro, just to go watch it, bro.
It's gonna be free food.
I'm coming back Sunday though. Sugar Daddy be at Stats or no?
you say do that? Yeah, that's the right.
We might have free food. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go
Nigga,
to
you
Sport
gonna be at
One.
work.
That's where all the real ballers gonna be at. Sport One.
Come out to work, you know.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll see. Other than that, I don't think this was a good episode. I ain't got nothing else. Congratulations to Joe one more time.
Woohoo, baby Nesbitt.
Appreciate the cover. I'm all relaxed and my mouth is numb and shit.
I'm on
My mouth isn't numb anymore.
I'm
You
want
didn't
it to
take
be
another
numb?
Yeah, I took another cup.
What up? Do you want it to be numb?
No, I'm not putting it to use. No worries.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness! Oh my lord! So ain't nobody about to find out what that mouth do.
next episode.
Yeah. He's like, I've been trying to find out what that mouth does. She's not letting me know. It's over 9,000.
Gonna break my knee.
So cool, dog. Y'all real life.
Like somebody's out there.
Hey, he gonna be like a dude on that. What was he doing? He was fucking that chick and he was screaming and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta show you
Speaking of
that.
that, I realized that I've become that friend that friends come to for sex advice, and it's quite.
Oh, you the Black Dr. Roof.
Like I have a friend that's about to get married, and she just did. She don't suck dick. That's just not what she do.
So
but
she
she was like, when we get married, I feel like he like it, so I'm gonna have to start doing it. So she was like, "You got any tips?" I said, a few, but we gonna talk about it.
Oh.
We gonna talk about it.
Oh my goodness, I feel like that should be a topic one.
Yeah, get a top 5 question.
We're gonna call it a sloppy topic.
Oh my
God.
Where are you gonna stop it?
I hate him so much.
So
Here we go now.
That's the
okay.
topic.
We go now.
So
Topic.
no, we ain't gonna name it that. Fuck that.
No, it's a bitch in your blood. That's the name of it. You got bitch in your blood.
Yeah. So
episode.
this was your boy Sean as NJ Brick City.
First 48.
Just kill.
Joe cool.
And by the way,
Unreal fiction.
And this was the Unfamous Podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah,
Peace, squad.
Squaddies.
Let's see.
Y'all there.
Kamala.
And cut.
Good to go.
I'm gonna watch Kamala Harris though. I'm not talking.
I have to watch it.